Leading scientists are venturing deep into the North Pacific to study one of Earth's worst environmental crises, the plastic disaster hidden in plain sight. From microplastics to floating islands of waste, what they're uncovering is both alarming and urgent. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more eye-opening reports, and dive in as we follow the science into the heart of the plastic plague. 1. The urgency of scientific exploration. Scientists from leading institutions are racing to understand the ocean's plastic catastrophe. The North Pacific garbage patch is no longer speculation. It is a growing environmental disaster. Top oceanographers and ecologists are studying it using drones, vessels, and satellite imagery. They aim to map its size, depth, toxicity, and biological effects with modern scientific tools. The patch covers an area larger than India and continues expanding with every incoming tide. The urgency is clear. Plastic in our oceans is not just a waste issue, but an ecological crisis. Their missions involve weeks at sea, collecting samples from microplastic-laden water columns. 2. Mapping the plastic catastrophe. One major goal is to accurately map the North Pacific's plastic distribution across the gyre. Scientists use floating GPS-equipped buoys to track how plastics circulate and accumulate. These devices follow currents and help predict where debris gathers in the vortex's center. Surface drones skim the waters to collect real-time imagery and floating macroplastic data. Satellites capture broad views of ocean regions, detecting surface patterns of plastic drift. Combining satellite and surface data allows scientists to create high-resolution gyre models. These models show concentration hotspots, depths of contamination, and flow speed variations. 3. Sampling the plastic soup. To analyze the patch, scientists conduct core sampling of water and sediment at various depths. They use fine mesh trawl nets to skim surface plastics and collect microplastic-rich material. These nets capture everything from bottle caps to microscopic polyethylene beads and fibers. Each sample is cataloged, dried, and analyzed in labs for material type, size, and toxicity. Some plastics are decades old, still intact, proving the persistence of synthetic materials. Other samples show signs of heavy weathering, bacterial colonization, and chemical leaching. Scientists test for harmful compounds absorbed by plastics like PCBs and persistent pollutants. 4. Examining marine life impact. Scientific teams are also studying how marine life interacts with the swirling plastic nightmare. They dissect fish, seabirds, and turtles found near or within the gyre to analyze internal content. Ingested plastic is often mistaken for food, especially by seabirds and surface-feeding fish. Autopsies reveal plastic shards, fibers, and beads inside the stomachs of affected creatures. Plastic ingestion leads to starvation, organ damage, and exposure to toxic chemicals and metals. Scientists measure inflammation, hormone disruption, and developmental defects in marine fauna. They also study entanglement from fishing nets, ropes, and straps, which causes severe injuries. 5. Understanding oceanic plastic movement. The North Pacific gyre's rotation traps plastic debris in a slow-moving circular current system. Scientists study these gyres using data from drifting buoys and real-time current measurements. Their goal is to understand how fast plastic enters, how long it stays, and how it degrades. Tracking studies show that plastic can take years to reach the patch and decades to break down. Some objects found in the patch have traveled thousands of kilometers from Asia and the Americas. Researchers simulate ocean movement with mathematical models to forecast plastic migration paths. They explore how wind, temperature, and ocean density influence vertical plastic distribution. 6. Scientific warnings to global leaders. As the data grows, top scientists are issuing dire warnings to governments and world agencies. Reports from institutions like the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration sound alarms. These findings are presented at environmental summits, climate forums, and UN policy sessions. Scientific journals publish peer-reviewed evidence proving the systemic damage caused by plastics. Scientists demand tougher legislation, such as single-use plastic bans and extended producer laws. They call for investment in biodegradable alternatives and improved global recycling standards. Scientific lobbying is essential, pushing facts into political spaces where change is overdue. 7. Technology aiding scientific research. New technology plays a vital role in understanding and documenting the garbage patch disaster. Autonomous vehicles equipped with sensors gather data remotely, navigating harsh sea conditions. Underwater drones capture video of submerged plastic layers, giving a 3D map of contamination. Lab instruments now detect nanoplastics particles smaller than 1 micrometer in marine water. DNA testing helps identify which marine species are most affected by microplastic exposure. Machine learning tools process satellite data faster to spot new plastic buildup zones in oceans. High-resolution microscopy allows scientists to see biofilms and microbial life on plastic surfaces. 8. Collaboration across borders. The North Pacific plastic disaster has no borders, so scientists from many nations work together. International coalitions of universities, NGOs, and governments fund and share research missions. Programs like the United Nations Clean Seas and Ocean Cleanup engage cross-border scientists. Joint expeditions involve experts from the United States, Japan, South Korea, and the Netherlands. Data sharing agreements allow findings to influence global legislation and maritime regulations. Multinational labs test samples from various regions to compare chemical and biological patterns. Shared goals include plastic reduction, ecosystem restoration, and technology-driven intervention. 9. Inspiring the next generation of ocean scientists. This disaster has inspired a new wave of marine biologists, chemists, and environmental engineers. Students across the world are joining plastic pollution studies as part of citizen science programs. Research institutions now offer specialized courses on oceanic plastic detection and modeling. Youth activists and student scientists have joined expeditions and public campaigns for awareness. Universities collaborate with high schools and community groups to collect beach plastic samples. Social media spreads lab results and ocean visuals, motivating young minds to engage and innovate. Documentaries and podcasts share real-life experiences of scientists aboard plastic research ships. 10. The next steps in research and reform. Top scientists are now shifting toward actionable solutions and prevention-focused research. They are studying how biodegradable plastics behave in ocean conditions over long time spans. New research focuses on river interception, stopping plastic before it reaches ocean gyres. Marine biology studies aim to understand long-term plastic exposure across entire food webs. Engineers test scalable cleanup technologies that avoid harming sensitive marine ecosystems. Policy researchers assess which bans and incentives reduce plastic production most effectively. Next-gen labs examine how nanoplastics affect cells, tissues, and even brain development. Their findings are clear: this disaster isn't just floating debris, it's reshaping ecosystems and altering marine life forever. But awareness leads to action. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more science-backed insights, and share it to spread the truth. The battle against ocean plastic starts with knowledge, and that starts right here, right now.